Hello and welcome back to another installment of The Love Doctor with everyone's favorite host. My name is Rose and I am here to answer your most burning and confusing questions on love, dating, and relationships. So today's topic is hopefully a timely one. And if you have had this question recently, then I'm hoping it reaches you just in the nick of time. And today's topic is, should you contact a man on his birthday who is not currently contacting you? So meaning, should you send him a text, a call, a quick hello, just saying, hey, I was thinking about you, it's your birthday, very casually. If he has not currently been in contact with you. Now, this is a topic that, from an outside perspective, sometimes the answer seems obvious, but when you are caught in the midst of your feelings for a man, whether this is somebody that you were in a relationship with, an ex, someone you just dated for a short time, or even if it's someone who you didn't have a relationship with, but you might have feelings for them and you might have built that up in your head. And the answer is pretty clear, I think, from an outside perspective. But when you're caught in the midst of that, the urge to contact a person that you care about can sometimes be overwhelming. And why is that? Because as women, we like to make a big deal on birthdays. We like to, for people to make us feel special, admired, loved. And so sometimes we think, well, if I don't contact him, then maybe he'll get the wrong idea and think that I'm mad at him, or, that our relationship wasn't special enough for me to remember. But let me make it 100% clear. This is the way that women think about birthdays and special dates and holidays. Men absolutely do not think that way. And why is that? Because when a man has decided to cut off contact with you, then he is sending a clear message, a clear indication that he's not interested in putting in the effort to let you know that he wants you to be in his life. Now, if you were to contact him as casually as you might make it seem, hey, I don't really care if we ever talk again, but, it's your birthday, a date that's basically ingrained in my mind. And so I thought I would just say hello. And regardless of how casual you try to make it, you're sending the clear signal that despite the fact that he has put zero effort into making sure that you are a part of his daily life, somewhere in the back of your mind, you are still thinking about him. You're still hung up on him. And regardless of however you say it, that is the clear message and indication that you are giving him when you are contacting a man who is not putting any effort whatsoever into contacting you. So let me make it 100% clear. If a man is not contacting you, there are no extenuating circumstances short of him, having hit a pole with his motorcycle and him currently being in a coma. And he's not contacting you because he doesn't want to contact you. No exceptions. There are absolutely no exceptions to that rule. So what could be the outcome if you decide to not heed my advice and contact him? Well, best case scenario, let's say he does respond. Worst case scenario, he just completely ignores your message. So let me ask you this and answer to yourself honestly, because that honesty is imperative. If he just ignored your text, would you care? Would it hurt your feelings? Would it make you feel bad? Now, the answer to this is most likely 100% yes, it would. And the reason that I know this is because if you're even considering contacting him when he's not contacting you, then it's because it's a person who held a special place in your heart. And this is precisely the message that you are giving him. And this is precisely the opposite of what you should be trying to show. Because as I said, someone with a healthy level of self-love and self-respect would not be putting in effort to contact a person that clearly doesn't care about contacting them. Now, is he contacting you on your birthday? The answer most likely is absolutely not. So why should you put in more effort when someone is putting in less effort? If your goal is to try to get his attention, then the best thing you could do is to ignore him. Now, one of the things or scenarios that women most commonly are concerned with is they say, well, Rose, what if he thinks that I'm mad at him? Now, first, as I said, men do not think this way. There's no reason why he should expect any gesture from you whatsoever, let alone even acknowledgement of his birthday. Hopefully not, a card or a gift or anything that extravagant, that grand gesture that sometimes us women, like to make. The one that we've seen so many times in however many romantic comedies. But the truth is he's not expecting this at all, because he's aware, 100% aware, that he's not contacting you. So why should he expect anything from you at all? Now, the truth is, if you're trying to get his attention, the best possible way you could do this is by not acknowledging his birthday. He will not think that you're mad at him, but let's say that for some reason he does. Maybe, he just ghosted you or fell out of your life and you have reason to be upset. Well, let him think that. That actually will put you more in alignment with the path that you're trying to be on, which is to get him to think about you and to contact you. Than actually writing him. So if he does think that you're mad at him, let him think that. That will make him start to worry and wonder if maybe you have moved on, as you absolutely should have. And have him start thinking about whether you even like him anymore. Now let's flip the script here so it could be something that maybe resonates with people who have this question more. Now we all have that one guy or several who's very interested in us, but maybe you don't return his feelings. Now think about how would you feel if he made a grand gesture on your birthday? Maybe he sent you a beautiful bouquet of flowers, or invited you out to eat, or brought you your favorite takeout. Now, that might make you feel flattered. You might think, oh, that's so sweet. And it might even make you feel a bit guilty that you don't return the same amount of affection that this person clearly has for you. But think about it. Did it make you want him more? Did it make you more attracted to this person that you initially didn't have much interest in to begin with? Most likely it was the opposite. It probably made you feel flattered and maybe a bit guilty. Now, guilt is the 100% kryptonite of attraction. Guilt and obligation is absolutely not what you want the person, the object of your affection, to feel for you whatsoever. Now, best case scenario in the situation, you contact him, breezy text saying, hey, if you're not busy, maybe I'll take you out. Let's say he does respond. And is friendly and amicable. Let's say he even decides to honor your request and go out with you on his birthday. Whatever contact, whatever relationship forms from that will be absolutely short-lived, and that is 100% certain. Why? Because he didn't put in any effort whatsoever into getting you back. You actually put in all the effort for him. And it is just human nature that we do not value the things that we didn't work hard to get. And so that is the way that he will feel if anything came of that. Worst case scenario, he doesn't even respond and ignores you and breaks your heart all over again. Or the third possible scenario is he answers casually, oh, thanks, and then radio silence, and that's not what you want either. So remember, if the path that you're looking for is to rekindle any kind of romance, then the best thing you could do is absolutely do not contact him on your birthday. I've actually seen this work sometimes within a matter of days, where I've had clients that I have rigidly instructed not to contact their ex, and within a matter of days they actually contact them again. Now, I actually performed a bit of an experiment in my own personal life with a person that I had dated for a while. And so they, in this case, actually contacted me on my birthday, which is a bit before theirs, and vaguely said that they had, a gift for me and that they would like to see me without making any concrete plans. And their birthday was shortly after mine. Now, even in the case of someone, in this case, who reached out but didn't put in the effort to make concrete plans. I, knowing that this is not what I should do for the sake of my beautiful viewers, I decided to just perform real live case study to show you, my beautiful audience, that these rules do work. So on his birthday, I casually, as many of my clients asked, said after the fact, hope you had a nice birthday. And in this case, he did respond casually and friendly, briefly, saying, oh, thank you so much. And then after that, it was radio silence for 2 months. So if that's not the route that you guys want to take, then I would absolutely recommend that you take my rigid and strong advice and do not ever contact a man that is not contacting you, because as you know, he is absolutely well aware that he's not contacting you. And so you need to make him aware, in this case, that you got his message when he decided to cut off contact. And as a woman who loves herself and values herself, you have moved on. Regardless of whether or not that's the case, that is absolutely the message that you should be giving him and that you should hopefully be living and be embodying. So, regardless of whatever it is, the gesture that you want to make, you say, I'll send him a casual text or a phone call or a card. Whatever you do is going to send him the clear message that you are pining away for him, while he is absolutely not pining away for you. So if you really don't want him back at all, and even if he begged you to come back, you wouldn't take him, and you really don't care, then maybe you could try the experiment yourself. But if you're even thinking about contacting him, then that's clearly not the case. And so I would recommend for you to heed my strong advice and absolutely do not ever contact a man. What he will see this as is as a reason or as an excuse that you're using to get in touch with him. And for us, as I said in the beginning, birthdays can be really, really hard to ignore because they are something that's special and important to us, and this person may continue to be as well. But that is absolutely not the message that you want to give to him. You may not want to hurt his feelings, or you don't want him to think that you forgot his birthday, but the reality is that going down that route is going to bring you better results than you clearly giving him the message that despite the fact that he has moved on, you have not. And he won't think that you're mad at him, as I said before. But if he does start thinking that, then let him. Because in order for a man to fall in love with a woman, or even, start considering the hole that she left in his life, then he needs to miss you. He needs to think about you actively and know that you are a woman who values and cares about herself and is working on your own evolution, your own self-love, your own inner growth. And maybe that's exactly what you need. So I hope that this message came in a timely way, and I hope it has helped you to make the correct decision, which is not to contact a man that is not contacting you, and just to hone in this advice, as I said, with a real life example. Hopefully you see the absolutely gorgeous bouquet of flowers that I have behind me that I got recently, and just, as I said, to hone in the fact, this did not come from the ex who was not contacting me. This came from somebody entirely different. And why am I mentioning that? Because of the simple fact that, as I said before, when a man is interested, he will let you know. 100%. There will be no mixed messages, no maybe. You'll know it if a man is interested. And if he is not, then you'll know that too. No exceptions. So if you have any questions, I hopefully this helped you. If you want some one-on-one guidance and advice, then as always, feel free to message me directly at deardoclove@gmail.com, and we can set up some one-on-one counseling. If this message came in a timely way and it's helped you, please feel free to leave a comment below. And if you haven't yet subscribed, then please go ahead and hit that little subscribe button below and the notifications so that you don't miss any new content as it's coming. And if you have any questions that you would like me to answer in a future video, then please leave that for me as well, or feel free to email me. I read each and every comment and I respond to most. So again, I hope to see you next time. And remember, there is no one in the whole entire universe that is exactly like you. So until next time.